one, one or two, one or three, one or four. Inspiration, elevation, knocking right at your door.
Aloha mai kako. Aloha. Welcome to Mana Bomb's podcast powered by Pomahina Designs. It's me, Kanoe Davis.
And me, Kulani, Jeremiah Wang. Aloha.
Aloha, everybody. Today's Mana Bomb is sometimes your blessings are blocked by your disobedience to evolve. So our focus is, are you a victim of circumstance? And do you appreciate the things that are around you? And the way we want to engage this conversation is regarding, do you find yourself in the same negative spaces that always leave you feeling like you're losing? Have you stopped and reflected, learned, and evolved? So those are some of the things I want us to think about. But before we begin, I just want to let all the viewers know on YouTube that to catch the full episode, you can find us on
all of your podcast platforms.
Just look for Mana Bombs podcast. All right, here we go. Kulani, I know we kind of talked about this question before we jumped on. What came to mind?
Stuck in a rut. When COVID happened, everything changed. And I felt stuck in a place that I couldn't get out of. So much change with my position, with my kuleana or my things that I was accountable for. And it started to pile up. And I felt stuck in a rut and kind of that victim of circumstance. So stuck in a rut came to mind. How about you?
You know, I recognize what a victim of circumstance is, and really it's this understanding of staying in a place that creates this heaviness on yourself. You're always going to be a victim. No matter what happens, no matter if it's change, no matter if something just doesn't go your way, you always feel like a victim. And you tend to want to talk about it till all ends of the world, hoping some type of solution is going to come or I'm going to feel better. And usually those are temporary. And because I've always recognized that, I do my best to not deny myself of a process, but I try my darndest to like get myself out of these circumstances as best as I can. And if I have to be in it, figure out different ways of doing it and doing it better. Honestly, I'm the type of person, I can't stay depressed for too long. I fight depression. What I'm saying is, and I think we should change that word for the things that we're going through based off of people who actually have depression. But, you know, when you get into that place where you're just feeling really junk, really bad, not wanting to get out of bed, I allow myself that time, but I don't stay in it for long. Because
I absolutely can see the importance of having a why, your reasons for things. When I started to work again and we were working fully distance learning, I'm in the education field and we are planning for engagement between students and teachers. Learning how to assess these things was my wasn't my downfall. It was my space of unsurety and my victim of circumstance area because I wasn't familiar with assessments and how to utilize the data in them. And it got to a point during the learning for me that I was so overwhelmed that I would do everything else but that. Like you, I had to get out of it myself. Nobody was going to help me out. When I realized that my body was telling me, cut it out, Kulani, stop staying up, Kulani needed to pull herself out of that victim state. Yes, yes. Of getting to sleep. I got to sleep at a normal time. It was no longer stay up from Thursday, plan overnight early in the morning, all the way through the early mornings and have class at 9:30 and you haven't slept yet. That was the beginning stages of our planning in COVID. By the end of the maybe 3, 4 months later, I was sleeping by 9 o'clock because I was hanging already, but my lesson plan was done. I was able to go ahead and teach my classes on Friday a little bit more rested.
well, with that being said, there is so much for us to learn. I I implore each and every listener here to take some time to stop and reflect. Learn about what every moment and every space interaction brings to you and look to evolve and let us know how that works out for you. Hopefully,
Yes.
everyone is evolving. So,
Yes. Hashtag ever evolving.
but yes, that's all we have today. I hope you guys enjoy our podcast. Until next time, it's me, Kanoe Lani Davis, on the islands of Molokai.
And it's your girl Kulani here on Oahu. Aloha.
Aloha!